So we've got news coming out, more news about the Trump pardons. Now it's been calculated over $1 billion in restitution has been lost. And for folks who don't know, when a criminal is put away or they plead guilty or they're convicted, restitution is the amount they owe the victims of their crime, whether that victim be a person or an institution. They have to pay that as part of their punishment. So when you pardon them, that goes away, they don't have to pay anymore. And apparently it's racked up to over $1 billion.
Yeah, this administration that said they're going to save us so much money, we're going to bring in so much money. Trump repeatedly says the golden age of the United States, we're going to all be rich. And what they're doing is they're losing money because Donald Trump is out there pardoning people and organizations that have given him tons of money over the years or shown him a ridiculous level of support like the Capitol rioters. But there was this great analysis done that kind of broke it down into several different individuals. One of them was a whole Binance group involved in crypto that basically had defrauded people out of $640 million. And by issuing this pardon, that restitution that was owed, some of it, of course, to the federal government, gone. That is now income that the United States, that clearly desperately needs a little bit of money coming in, we don't get. Other individuals, this woman, a Republican politician in the Southwest, had raised a ton of money because she wanted to build statues for fallen police officers. Very noble cause, good for you, you're out there, you raised millions of dollars, and she just spent it on herself. She went on luxury shopping trips, went on vacations, all kinds of great stuff. Got convicted, Trump issues pardon, she doesn't have to pay any of the money back, including to the organizations that she defrauded.
It probably didn't hurt her cause that she's called the Trump of Vegas. I've heard her called the Trump of Vegas. I also was looking this, Jason Galanis, I'm probably mispronouncing his name, defrauded Native American tribes across the country, but he helped with the Hunter Biden investigations. $80 million in restitution has been forgiven. Paul Christensen, the one that was dating the Russian asset a couple years ago, he $3 million that he defrauded people out of schemes. Trump didn't say he was innocent, by the way, in the press release said his crime was a minor crime and gave him a full pardon. Now, I want to be clear, the president, and this president knows the difference between, or somebody that works for him knows the difference, between a pardon and clemency or commuting a sentence. So a pardon means you did it, we don't care, it's all's forgiven. But if you commute the sentence, you can get out of prison or whatever punishment, but you still have to pay that restitution and these fines. He knows this, and we know he knows this because the former mayor of Detroit was told, if you campaign for me, I will pardon you, Kwane Kilpatrick. He campaigned for him. Obviously, Trump won, $800,000 in restitution. His sentence was only commuted. So he still has to pay this. He's complaining in the press that he didn't get the pardon that he was promised in the quid pro quo.
Well, you lie down with dogs, you're going to wake up with fleas. And so good. You kind of got what you deserved. You sold your soul and you still have to pay your $800,000. So good for you. Way to make smart decisions there. But for me, a lot of this really is just this overarching lie from the beginning of this administration, before they were even sworn in, that we're going to save you money. We're going to make the government work properly. Everything's going to be well funded. And none of it has worked out. Everything this man touches, or Elon Musk touches, turns to garbage. I mean, it is the reverse Midas touch at this point. He cannot put his hands on anything that doesn't immediately get destroyed. We're losing revenue. We're losing intelligent people, the scientists and the researchers, as we've discussed before. All of the things that actually made this country good and normal have gone out the window. And we don't even have any extra money to show for it. It's ridiculous.
Well, and by and large, these are white-collar criminals that he's pardoning. Particularly, the crime he likes to pardon the most is deprivation of honest services. That's the one that offends him the most, and I wonder why. But this is a campaign that promised us justice and being difficult on criminals, but his pardon rate and the people he's pardoning at an accelerated rate, he has a pardon czar, by the way. I don't know if you're aware.
Wow.
He is the first to have that because he's got so many, and then you have law firms advertising for a price they can get you a pardon. I've never seen this before. It's a mockery of justice, and this is mobland. I mean, this is the Gilded Age. He promised us the Golden Age, but we're getting the Gilded Age.
And you know, a lot of it too, these stories, because most of them I hadn't heard about till I read this article, and these happened months ago. It's because there are so many outrages, just one after the other, the lawlessness, the open bribery we're now seeing with the acceptance of $400 million jets, that all of these pardons have kind of gone under the radar. After the Capitol riot pardons, which of course was big news, most of the rest of them just nobody notices, nobody cares about, and they are costing the country. These are not good people, that are now back in the general population. No remorse, no repentance, no rehabilitation, which is what going to prison is supposed to be. And so they've learned nothing. And, the chance of recidivism, I think, on that is pretty high. Maybe, maybe not, depending on if they're even able to do another scam. But it's sickening for this guy and the Republicans to say the Democrats are the ones soft on crime when we have just seen this record-breaking number of pardons in these first 115 days.